6:47 a.m. Two alarms, two beds, two people waking up in two completely different worlds. Same country, same month, same Monday morning, same $3,000 hitting their bank account today. Watch what happens next. Because everything, absolutely everything, is about to be different. We talk about income like it's the whole story. Make more money, solve your problems. Simple. But income is not the whole story. Income is just the starting gun. What happens after the money lands, the decisions, the habits, the systems, the beliefs, that's where two people with identical paychecks end up living completely different financial lives. Today we're following two people, Alex and Jordan, for an entire month. Same $3,000 income, same city, similar ages, similar backgrounds. But by the end of month one of them is building something, and one of them is drowning. And the scariest part? Neither of them fully understands why. Alex, 27, works as an administrative coordinator at a logistics company. Monthly take home after taxes, $3,000. Exactly. Alex grew up in a household where money was tight but managed. Parents weren't wealthy, yeah, but they talked about bills openly. They used cash envelopes. They celebrated paying things off. Alex never took a finance course, never read a money book, but absorbed something quietly growing up. That money is something you direct, not something that just happens to you. Alex is not perfect, not disciplined in a robotic way, just intentional. Thinks about money the way a gardener thinks about a garden. You don't obsess over it every second, but you tend to it, regularly, honestly. Jordan, 28, works as a customer service team lead at a retail company. Monthly take home after taxes, $3,000, exactly. Jordan grew up in a household where money was either fine or it wasn't, and nobody really explained the difference. Good months happened, bad months happened. Money felt like weather on something that arrived and left beyond anyone's control. Jordan is smart, hardworking, generous to friends, good at the job, but carries a quiet belief, absorbed from childhood without ever examining it. That money is for now, that tomorrow will sort itself out, that enjoying life isn't irresponsible, it's just living. Jordan isn't reckless, isn't stupid, isn't lazy. Jordan just never got the map. Alex has been doing this long enough that day one of the month feels almost automatic. Within 30 minutes of the deposit, the money has been allocated. Rent, $950, transferred immediately to a separate account earmarked for rent. Utilities and phone, $180, automatic payments already set. Groceries, $300, cash withdrawn, envelope in the kitchen drawer. Transportation, $120, monthly bus pass already purchased. Emergency fund contribution, $150, automatically moved to a high-yield savings account. Roth IRA contribution, $100, automatically invested. Personal spending, $200, transferred to a separate fund account. Remaining buffer, $1,000, sits in checking as a monthly operating cushion. Alex doesn't feel deprived by this system. Alex feels free. Because every dollar has a job, Alex never has to wonder if spending $40 on dinner is okay. The fun account says yes or no. The rest of the money is already spoken for. This is called a zero-based budget. Every dollar assigned. No money sitting around waiting to be accidentally spent. Jordan's day one looks different. The $3,000 lands in one account. It stays in one account. No allocation, no system. Just available. None of these purchases are dramatic. The lunch is $14. The coffees are $11. The shirt was 40% off. Practically saving money, right? Day one total spend, $127. Jordan doesn't track this, doesn't need to. There's plenty in the account. $3,000 feels like a lot on day one. It always does. Alex spends $67 at the grocery store Sunday, preps 5 days of lunches and 3 dinners. Monday through Friday, lunch from home, coffee from home. Not because Alex is joyless, because Alex made a specific decision. I will not spend money on things I don't consciously choose to spend money on. Friday night, Alex goes out, spends $43 on dinner and drinks. Doesn't feel guilty. The fun account covers it. This was planned. Here's what's invisible but important. Alex's $150 emergency fund contribution quietly moved to a high-yield savings account, earning 4.5% APY. Alex's $100 Roth IRA contribution quietly purchased index fund shares. Alex didn't feel either of those transactions. They happened automatically, in the background. While Alex was living, money was working. Jordan's week 1 is honestly fun. Tuesday, a coworker's birthday. Chips in $25 for the group gift. Grabs drinks after work. $38. Wednesday, an exhausted after a long shift. DoorDash. $22 including tip. Thursday, or runs out of groceries. Convenience store run. $31. Gets a few snacks, some easy meals. Friday, payday energy. Friends want to go out. Jordan hasn't seen them in 2 weeks. Of course, dinner and bar, $74. Saturday, walks past a store. Shoes are on sale. The ones Jordan has been watching for 3 months. Buys them, $89. Week 1 total, $412. Jordan checks the bank account Saturday night. $2,461 remaining. Nothing about this week felt excessive to Jordan. The birthday was important. The DoorDash was one night. The shoes were on sale. The night out was 2 weeks overdue. Every single purchase had a reason. That's how it always works until it doesn't. Alex's weeks 2 and 3 look almost identical to week 1. Groceries, home lunch, occasional planned dinner out. One unexpected expense, the dentist calls, a filling needs replacing, $180 out of pocket after insurance. Alex doesn't panic, doesn't put it on a credit card, doesn't skip a bill. The emergency fund exists for exactly this. The system absorbs the shock. This is what an emergency fund actually does that nobody talks about. It's not just money, it's emotional insulation. It prevents one unexpected expense from becoming a month of financial stress. Alex has a bad Wednesday, not a bad month. Week 2. Rent is due, $950. Account drops to $1,511. Wednesday, car makes a grinding noise. Takes it to the mechanic. Brake pads, $310. Jordan doesn't have an emergency fund. The $310 comes straight out of the checking account. Balance, $1,201. Jordan gets quiet for a day, decides to pull back. Jordan goes, just one drink this time. Ends up being $45. Weekend groceries, rushed, tired, not planned, $94 including some prepared foods and snacks. Week 2, total additional spend beyond rent and car, $290. Balance entering week 3, $911. Week 3. Utilities auto pay, $165. Jordan forgot this was coming. Balance, $746. Jordan starts doing the math differently now. Anxious math? Survival math? How many days until next payday? 11. How much per day can I spend? $67. What do I absolutely need? Jordan spends week 3 stressed, eating whatever is cheap, declining invitations, watching the account obsessively. The purchases in week 1 that felt reasonable. They weren't unreasonable. They were just unplanned. And unplanned spending doesn't feel like a problem until the month runs out of money before it runs out of days. Alex's month closes. Rent, $950, paid. Utilities and phone, $180, paid. Groceries, $287, under budget by $13. Transportation, $120, paid. Emergency fund, $150 contributed. Balance now $2,340. Roth IRA, $100 invested. Dentist emergency, $180, covered by emergency fund, already restoring. Personal spending, $194, slightly under the $200 allowance. Buffer remaining in checking, $819. Alex didn't feel rich this month. Alex didn't feel deprived. Alex felt in control. And quietly, invisibly, Alex's net worth moved forward. Emergency fund grew. Retirement account grew. No new debt created. Buffer maintained. 1 month of this feels like nothing. 12 months of this is $1,800 in emergency savings. 12 months of this is $1,200 invested. Growing. 10 years of this is a completely different life. $43, with 4 days left in the month. Jordan can account for most of it: the rent, the car, the utilities. But the rest, the daily purchases, the nights out, the food deliveries, the impulse buys, they've dissolved into a blur of small, reasonable decisions that added up to an unreasonable outcome. Rent, $950. Car repair, $310. Utilities, $165. Food, groceries, and delivery combined, $487. Going out, drinks, dinners, social, $312. Miscellaneous, clothes, impulse, convenience, $289. Subscriptions Jordan forgot about, $94. Friends, gifts, splitting bills, $150. Total, $2,957. Jordan spent almost everything. Saved nothing. Invested nothing. Emergency fund, zero. Net worth movement, zero. And next month, the cycle resets. Same $3,000 arrives. Same patterns waiting. Same outcome almost guaranteed. Jordan isn't a bad person. Jordan isn't stupid or lazy or irresponsible. Jordan just never had a system. And without a system, income doesn't build anything. It just passes through. Here's what this month actually taught us. Alex and Jordan didn't have different incomes. They didn't have different intelligence. They didn't have different willpower. They had different systems. Alex's money had a destination before it was spent. Jordan's money had freedom, and freedom without direction is just drift. The single most important financial decision you will ever make is not which stock to buy, not which side hustle to start, not even how much you earn. It's whether you tell your money where to go or wait to see where it went. Let's fast forward. Same habits, 10 years. Alex contributed $150 a month to an emergency fund for 10 years, then stopped needing to once it hit $15,000. Redirected that $150 to investments. Alex contributed $100 a month to a Roth IRA for 10 years. $12,000 contributed. At 7% average annual return. Account value? Approximately $17,300. Alex never earned more than $3,000 a month, never got a windfall, never had a lucky break. But Alex has a $15,000 emergency fund, a $17,300 retirement account, no consumer debt, and a financial life that can absorb almost anything. Jordan, same income for 10 years, occasional raises offset by lifestyle upgrades. Emergency fund still zero, never felt like the right time to start. Retirement savings, $0 to minimal, always something more urgent. Consumer debt, $4,200 across 2 credit cards, accumulated slowly during tight months. Jordan works just as hard as Alex, earns roughly the same, but is financially decades behind. Same starting line, same monthly paycheck. Completely different finish. And here's what I want to say directly to every Jordan watching this. This is not a story about failure. This is a story about information. Jordan's habits didn't come from nowhere. They came from a childhood where money felt like weather. Unpredictable, uncontrollable, something that happened to you. You cannot learn financial systems that nobody modeled for you. You cannot follow a map nobody gave you. You cannot feel urgency about a future nobody taught you to picture. But here is the most important thing I can tell you. The system that Alex has is not complicated. It's not exclusive. It doesn't require a financial advisor or a 6-figure salary or a perfect credit score. It requires one thing: a decision. A decision that your money is going to have a destination before it has the chance to disappear. That's it. One decision, repeated every month, changes everything. 2 people. Same $3,000. Same Monday morning. Same alarm clock. The gap between their lives wasn't built by income. It wasn't built by luck. It wasn't built by talent or discipline or sacrifice. It was built by systems. Small, boring, invisible systems. Running quietly in the background. Every single month. The question isn't which one you are right now. The question is which one you decide to be, starting this month. If this video made you see your own money differently, share it right now with someone who needs to see it. And subscribe, because next week we're going even deeper into the systems that separate people who build wealth from people who wonder where it went. I'll see you there.